Hey guys, it's Tim Miller from the Bulwark. Republican Congresswoman Nancy Mace has been on a rampage, making demands that the new transgender Congresswoman from Delaware, Sarah McBride, is not allowed in the women's restroom on Capitol Hill. She has sent a gazillion tweets about this over the last 24 hours and had several, it looks like, press exchanges. I want to play one for you right here.
Not be in the locker room, should not be in changing rooms, should not be in our restrooms either. And I'm going to be standing in the brink, standing in his or her way, putting a stop to this insanity and this nonsense. She doesn't get a say. This is about real women and women's rights. And the far left, radical left, they want to erase women and women's rights, and I'm not going to let them.
She's standing in the brink. Nancy Mace is in the schoolhouse door, making sure that we are not going to be integrated. That's how she sees herself. She's like, I am the one. All right. You better send in the National Guard. Okay. If you want to force this transgender woman into my bathroom. That's where Nancy Mace is. She's holding the line. She's on the brink. She sees herself as a hero of women and girls. And this is just so fucking preposterous. She's just being mean. She's just being cruel. It's like, I'm a guy, so I don't spend a lot of time in women's restrooms. So I don't know exactly what goes on in there. But my understanding is that grown women in women's restrooms go into stalls, and in the stalls they do their business. I don't know what would be the circumstance in which you would see another woman's genitalia in order to judge whether or not it's appropriate for that restroom. I can't figure out how that would work. I don't think congresswomen are probably prancing around with their hoo-has out in the bathroom. I don't think that they have any issues with regards to privacy. I mean, I'm sure, for example, Marjorie Taylor Greene, the congresswoman who came to Nancy Mace's defense on this point and who has said that not only does she want Sarah McBride banned from the bathroom, but that she would fight her if she came into the bathroom. For me, I'm sure there are many women in Congress who don't want to be in the same bathroom with someone as unhinged as MTG.
How does one check, if someone is qualified to use the ladies' room, then in that case? Obviously, there's a new openly transgender member of Congress, but
right, which
more
is
generally.
Man. He's a man. He's a biological male, so he is not allowed to use our women's restrooms, our women's gym, our locker rooms, and our spaces that are specified for women. He's a biological male. He has plenty of places he can go.
Well, I don't want to be in the bathroom with someone that is threatening physical assault. That seems more dangerous than anything that Sarah McBride has offered. But you don't see any Democratic congresswomen going to the parliamentarian and being like, please keep MTG out of my bathroom. She's so mean. I don't know what she's going to do. I feel unsafe in a space with her. It's just there's no credible reason to feel unsafe around Sarah McBride. Nancy Mace knows this. Nancy Mace doesn't really feel unsafe.
I don't want to see a man in a women's restroom. That's not a thing. And it's not going to be a thing up here. It's not going to be a thing anywhere across the country.
It's all just a farce. This is all just, I want attention. I want to be mean. I want to signal to people, to our supporters, that I'm going to be mean to the left, that I'm going to own them, that I'm going to trigger them. I want to drink the tears of the one transgender congresswoman. And it's pathetic. It's pathetic and it's embarrassing. And also I don't think it's going to work, right? There's this big, political moment right now. Everybody's trans issue really hurt Democrats in this election. And I think it did. But it's one thing to say, hey, I think it's pretty extreme for my taxpayer dollars to pay for transition surgeries for prisoners or for illegal immigrants. That's one position. Another position is I'm going to be as mean as possible to trans adults and do everything possible to stigmatize them and to otherize them and to make them not welcome in my bathrooms. I want to make sure that they have to drink from a different water fountain than me. I just don't think that's as popular of a position. I think it's maybe a misread of the electorate. I know that everybody likes to kind of flatten the electorate into if you're a progressive, it's either bigots or people that are progressive and see the world in an evolved way. And if you're MAGA, it's like the electorate's either a true MAGA American or a cultural elite lib who's out of touch. And like a lot of people are just kind of like in the middle of that. A lot of people have complicated views. And I think that there are a lot of voters out there that probably did think it was extreme that taxpayers were paying for transitions for inmates. And also just would be just respectful to Sarah McBride if they were in the same restroom as her. I think that's probably the median view in the country. And so as a political matter, I think it's wrong. But even if it was right as a political matter, like Nancy Mace knows better. This is not about defending girls. This is not about Olympic box. This is not about like any of these other issues. It's not about detransitioning. Like there are plenty of this is complicated. The world is complicated. There are plenty of complex, nuanced issues when it comes to how we deal with young people with gender dysphoria and how we, respect, women and girls in sports and how we ensure we keep girls safe, be they girls that are experiencing gender dysphoria or, cis girls that, don't want to be in threatening spaces, right? Like it's complex. Adults are able to hash this out. There are countries all around the world where they've created rules around this that are a little different than ours that, try to balance individual rights and defending women and also respecting everyone. And like, there's a way to do that. Nancy Mace knows that there's a way to do that because she used to be a moderate Republican. And instead, what she wants to do is put on a clown nose. She's like, look, the way to get into this cabinet, the way to get Donald Trump people to like me is to put on a clown nose and to be mean. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to be nasty. And I'm going to kind of dance around for the Newsmax crowd. Okay. I think it sucks. I think that's going to rot your soul. And I think it's probably not even that politically helpful. So good luck with that, Nancy Mace. To Sarah McBride, who put out this very dignified statement about what she's going to try to focus on in Congress. Hang in there. And stay away from Marjorie Taylor Greene if you can. Hey, if you like this video and our content, I'd love for you to become a Bulwark Plus subscriber. You get access to bonus podcasts, secret podcasts, and newsletters we put out every day, plus some behind-the-scenes takes that I don't always post on this feed. In addition, you can become part of the Bulwark community. Come over to our Substack and comment and meet other like-minded people. We'd love to have you. Starting today, you can get a free trial at thebulwark.com/free trial. The link is right here on the screen and below in the description. We'd love to have you as part of our community. Come on and give it a free try today.